Hey guys, so I got a new video here about things I stay away from in my life and things I do. Okay, so I got this on my ClickFunnels customers page in my Mega Drive inside of Instagram bio link. Okay, you can find that inside of my Instagram bio link. You can find all this information inside the link ClickFunnels customers. Okay, so let's get started. So some things I stay away from to add to this series of videos. So journaling laptop. So I stay away from journaling in laptop. But right now I do journal in my laptop. Okay. But I wrote that back then. Okay. I stay away from writing code zero in laptop. But I do that now. Okay. I stay away from writing on laptop. But I also do that now. Still, I stay away from wearing pajamas. I stay away from mum's pajamas. I stay away from Xbox. I stay away from PlayStation. And I wrote this in my timer, okay? So I just wrote Xbox, PlayStation. So I stay away from that. I stay away from PlayStation games. I stay away from playing my music to my dad. I stay away from letting dad hear my music. I stay away from listening to Dula's music, which is my dad's music. I stay away from going where dad sings. Where my dad's singing, I don't go there. I stay away from hearing dad sing. I stay away from going through dad's YouTube. I stay away from showing people privately my music. I stay away from showing Mira my music. And I wrote here, only show mum my music. So I only show my mum my music. I also stay away from showing people online my music, yes. I mean to say show online my music, yes, which means I do show people online my music. I stay away from investing money into people. I stay away from printing business cards. I stay away from handing business cards. But I still do that now. Okay, so I stay away from, business cards busking only. So I only give my business cards to busking people only. In terms of when I busk. I stay away from socials handout by mouth, yes. So I mean to say I socially give my social media to people through word of mouth or through my mouth. I wrote here 1 cup coffee, 1 cup black tea, which means I have 1 coffee and then I have 1 black tea, and then 1 black coffee and then 1 black tea in rotation. I stay away from Red Bull. I wrote here stop coffee and vaping at the same time, which means I don't quit coffee and vaping at the same time. I stay away from, bank letters by mail. I don't receive bank letters by mail anymore, but I do that electronically at the moment. So I receive electronically anything from the bank through digital stuff, through online emails and stuff. So I stay away from bodybuilding contests. I stay away from food eating contests. I stay away from playing sports. Gym, yes, I do go to the gym. I stay away from studying while wrestling is on. I stay away from I study with the music on, yes. So I do study with music on. I stay away from making music in car. I stay away from being homeless. I stay away from doing what I've done in past albums. I wrote here laptop code zero writing, but I still do that. I wrote here laptop word writing, which I still do that. I also wrote here laptop writing to air writing. So I go from laptop writing to air writing. I go from laptop writing to finger writing. and I go laptop writing to my hand. I wrote here seeking their validation, so I stop seeking their validation, or I stay away from seeking their validation. I stay away from paying for UCut, and I wrote here Dule Bet365 my account, which means I don't allow my dad, Dule, to play his gambling stuff on my phone or via my account. I wrote here Bet365 gambling, which means I stay away from Bet365 gambling. I stay away from smoking vapes. I wrote here catch up on working class, which means I don't catch up in working class through my TAFE and stuff. I wrote here playing catch up, which means I stay away from playing catch up. I stay away from drink driving. I stay away from drug driving. I stay away from DUIs. I stay away from doing jungle juice while driving. And I wrote here vacuum car between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. only. So I only vacuum my car between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. only during the days. I stay away from towing truck while Dule alive. So I don't tow my car with a towing truck while my dad Dule is alive. I wrote here NRMA subscription while Dule alive, which means I don't need or want a NRMA subscription while my dad Dule is alive. I stay away from doing up car except sub, which means I stay away from doing up my car except a sub woofer, which means I still only do up my car with a subwoofer. I stay away from new car muffler. I stay away from placing plastic in engine chenics, which means there was a guy that told me I could place a plastic in my car inside of the motor and that they will make a special noise or something with my car, so I stay away from doing that. I stay away from car neon lights. I stay away from car rims. I stay away from tainted car windows. And now I wrote here car while Dule alive, yes, which means I will have a car, and I do have a car always while my dad is alive, Dule. I stay away from towing truck weekends hire, which means I stay away from towing my car on weekends, because on weekends the towing truck is more expensive than weekdays. I stay away from doing quiz in class, except for with teacher. I wrote here writing in class unless practical. So I stay away from writing in class unless practical, but I still write in class. I stay away from staying back at TAFE. I wrote here clubbing Friday before TAFE sat, which means I don't go clubbing on Fridays before my TAFE class on Saturday, which means that on Saturday I may have TAFE, which means on that Friday I'm not going to go clubbing. So I wrote here poker equals writing time, or poker to writing time, which means I replace poker with writing time at times. I stay away from buying crypto. I stay away from collecting crypto. I stay away from offering pizza on streets. I stay away from offering on the street anything. I wrote here business card street only, which means I give my business cards on the street only. I stay away from returning open drink to people. So let's say I'm at a shop, I buy a drink and I open it, I stay away from returning that drink to the shop. I stay away from taking other people's women. I stay away from social media with TAFE work. I stay away from DJing overseas in 2025. I wrote here new laptop after overseas 2025, but I got my laptop now before overseas. I wrote here travel Australia to TAFE, which means I instead of traveling Australia, I will go TAFE instead. I wrote here scripts for books only, which means I write scripts or I do scripts for books only. I stay away from sending my work to TAFE students. I stay away from masturbating in bathrooms. I stay away from masturbating outside home. I stay away from masturbating in shower. I stay away from being stuck on what to say. I stay away from masturbation in public. I wrote here stay with work provider yes, which means I stay with work provider at the moment. I wrote here stay with Outwork Australia, which means I'm staying with Outwork Australia work employer in terms of work employer. I wrote here nail cut home only, which means I cut my nails at home only. I stay away from buying online courses. I stay away from buying online courses. I wrote here digital content only, which means I only do digital content only and not physical content. So I only do digital content. I wrote here copy TAFE peeps quiz answers, which means I don't copy students' work and their answers for their quizzes. I wrote here do quiz with teacher yes, which means I do quiz with teacher at the moment, which is a yes. I stay away from visiting brothels. I wrote here write with laptop mirror's house, which means I stay away from writing with laptop mirror's house, but at the moment I can do that. Race with others for anything, which means I stay away from racing with others for anything. So I stay away from racing with others for anything. I stay away from stealing. I wrote here money made email marketing no, which means I don't do money made email marketing with my life. I don't do money made email marketing. I stay away from buying email lists. I wrote here DJ Busk Flex 4 deck only, which means I only busk with my Flex 4 deck that I have for DJing. I stay away from circus, I stay away from rides, I stay away from amusement parks, I stay away from theme parks, I stay away from TAFE on weekends, I stay away from writing Code Zero books, I stay away from writing ebooks, I go from games to Code Zero, which is a form of writing. I wrote here, I go from Paramount Plus to writing, which means I replace Paramount Plus and Netflix with writing. I wrote here, I replace Netflix with writing. I stay away from Stamp Sport. I stay away from NRL KO app application. I stay away from doing 2 lozenges at a time. I stay away from 8 milligram lozenges. I stay away from NRT lozenges only. I mean to say NRT lozenges only, which means I only do lozenges from nicotine replacement therapy. I wrote here, them look at phones to write. I don't know what that means, but something about looking at phones to write with them. So, which means I don't look at my phone to write while I'm with them, or something like that. I stay away from showing people my journal. I wrote here, writing Mira's house only, which means I only write at Mira's house. Produce music at home only, which means I only produce music at home only. DJ home only, which means I only DJ at home only at the moment. I wrote here, write anywhere, which means I write anywhere at the moment. Write code 0 around Serbian, which means I stay away from writing code 0 around Serbian. For example, I stay away from MSN, I stay away from Bebo, I stay away from LimeWire, I stay away from LimeWire, I stay away from desktop computers, laptop for music only, which means I only use my laptop for music only, in terms of computers. I stay away from messaging TAFE students. I stay away from inviting Dave into my car. I wrote here, hanging out with charapinas, which means I don't hang out with charapinas, which is these people overseas at the moment. I stay away from affiliate marketing programs. I wrote here, I give content online only, which means I give my content online only. I stay away from orphanages. I wrote here, I stay away from going with Dad's car to Mira's house. I wrote here, spend less time with Dula Yes, which means I spend less time with Dula Yes for now, which is my dad. I wrote here, I stay away from busking portrait of me art, which means that at busking you'll find people doing artwork and you sit right next to them while they draw your face and stuff. So I stay away from that stuff, which means I don't invest money into that stuff. Make Dad food or drink, which means I stay away from making Dad food or drink. I stay away from lawn mowing. I stay away from bowling. I stay away from go-karts. I stay away from laser tag. I wrote here, air write while post online content. I wrote here, air write while post online only, which means I only air write while I'm posting online content. I wrote here, hold pen lightly only, which means I only ever hold my pen lightly. I wrote here, air write public speak only, which means I air write while I public speak. And I wrote here, I stay away from food off floor. So I stay away from all the food that may drop on the floor. I don't eat that. I don't eat food from the floor. Or I stay away from eating food on the floor. I stay away from going to Mira's house while Dula is away, or while my dad is away. I stay away from visiting Mira while Dula is away. I stay away from SMSing them. I stay away from private messaging. I wrote here, mum phone call at home only, which means I only call my mum at home only when I'm home. I wrote here, JBL speaker between 12 PM and 6 PM only. So I can only listen to my JBL speaker between 12 PM and 6 PM only in my house. I stay away from Red Bull. I stay away from energy drinks. I stay away from nicotine lozenges. I stay away from nicotine. I wrote here, I sleep while eating lozenge. So I never sleep while eating lozenge. I stay away from doing assessments in class alone when I'm alone. unless we're doing with the teacher. I wrote here friends only on. I wrote here friends only on the go, which means I only have friends on the go. I wrote here busking Sydney only, which means I only busk in Sydney only. I wrote here clothes in rubbish only, which means I only put my clothes that I am throwing out in the rubbish only. So I don't go to give my old clothes to other people or anything. I just throw in the rubbish. I stay away from clothes to others, which means that I mean to say old clothes to others. So I don't go giving my clothes to others so that they can keep it. But for example, what I do is I throw my rubbish in the bin, and that's what I do. So I don't go to give my clothes to others like homeless people or something like that. I just keep it for myself, and I throw my clothes in the rubbish. For example, when I'm replacing clothes or when I'm getting new clothes. So I wrote here, I stay away from writing in book while walking. I stay away from air writing. I mean to say, I do air writing, but I want to say air write while walk only, which means I only air write while I walk only. While I'm walking. I stay away from placing doulars bets. I stay away from solving other people's problems. I wrote here deodorant and perfume on now only. I mean to say deodorant and perfume on now, which means I put on my perfume and deodorant as well in my life every day when I need to go somewhere. I stay away from eating lozenges with practicals. I stay away from contacting them at all. I stay away from life coaching others. Hand business card, yes, which means I hand my business card to people. I wrote here, I stay in Chester Hill until Dad dies. I stay away from 4 milligram lozenges. I stay away from waiting for random women. I stay away from coffee. I stay away from the Star Casino Sydney. I stay away from drinking beer at pub. I stay away from alcohol at the bar. I wrote here send to social media only, yes, which means I send my content to social media only. I wrote here give business cards on seats, which means I stay away from giving business cards on seats because I give my business card via advertisement online. I stay away from dating these online girls. I stay away from dating girls of the past. I wrote here teach newer content only, which means I only teach newer content only or newer information. I stay away from selling mega content at seminars, which is my online storage. I stay away from putting business cards on cars. I stay away from needing parents at my seminars. I stay away from needing them at my seminars in terms of people of the past. I wrote here send them to my socials only. Why? Which means is yes. Which means I send people to my socials only. I stay away from porn. I stay away from them, yes. Which I wrote here porn to air writing masturbate, which means I instead of watching porn I air write while masturbating. I stay away from nicotine lozenges. I stay away from pinching people. I stay away from splashing peeps with water. I stay away from coffee. I wrote here, show all content business cards only, which means I only show my content to people via business card. And I wrote here, I stay away from life coaching qualification. I stay away from smoking weed. I stay away from smoking joints. I stay away from rolling tobacco. I stay away from market smokes. I stay away from dad smokes. I stay away from any form of smoke packets. I stay away from smokes. I stay away from showing code 0 to others. I wrote music in car only, which means I listen to music in car only. Or something like that. I wrote here, laptop writing in plane, which means I never write on my laptop in my plane. I stay away from laptop writing in plane. I stay away from making music in plane. I stay away from plane exercise book write yes. I mean to say I write in my exercise book in the plane yes. So plane exercise book write yes. I write while I'm on the plane, for example. I'll get my exercise book out and I'll write in it throughout the whole trip. I also wrote here, I walk away from people, I walk away from women at the top of life. So when I'm at the top of life and women are chasing me or whatever, I stay away from them, I'll go my own way. For example, I stay away from telling parents my finances. I stay away from telling them my finances. I go from games to writing instead. So I replace games with writing. Laptop writing, yes. I do laptop writing. Make music off laptop speaker, which means I stay away from making music off laptop speaker. Pitch them for track promo. I stay away from pitching them for track promo. I stay away from pitching them for track promotion. I stay away from staying back at TAFE. And I stay away from publishing on Amazon anymore. I don't publish anything on Amazon anymore. I wrote here, Linktree self-publishing yes, which means any publishing I do, I put in my Linktree on my Instagram, in my bio link. And that's my self-publishing stuff. I wrote here, I stay away from publishing code 05 on Amazon, which is book 5. I stay away from publishing that book on Amazon. I wrote here, I stay away from Amazon bestseller in terms of being a bestseller on Amazon. I stay away from becoming a Audible bestseller, for example, in terms of booksellers. And I wrote here, writing on laptop in TAFE, which means that I stay away from writing on laptop in TAFE, but I still do that. I wrote here, script publishing. I stay away from script publishing. I stay away from script publishing, which is a platform for publishing books and stuff. I stay away from Barnes and Noble. I stay away from Serbian publishing sites. I stay away from publishing houses. I stay away from making events at Serbian community places. I stay away from personally inviting them. I stay away from inviting them to my events in terms of people of the past. I stay away from salsa classes. I stay away from dancing classes. I stay away from Zumba classes. I stay away from CrossFit classes. I stay away from running marathons. I stay away from jogging with people. I stay away from bringing mouse to TAFE. in terms of my mouse for my laptop. I wrote here next laptop upgrade, yes. So the next time I get my laptop, it's going to be a better version than the one I have at the moment. I stay away from laptop replacement warranties. I stay away from selling laptops. I stay away from bringing mouse to TAFE. I wrote here breaks for writing, which means I do breaks while I'm having a break from anything. I'm writing at the moment. Which means I have breaks while writing. And while I'm on breaks, I'm writing, for example. So I wrote here from card games to writing. So I replace card games with writing. And I wrote here hanging with peeps in breaks. So I don't hang out with people while I'm on a break. I stay away from desktop extra screens. So I stay away from having extra in terms of I stay away from extra screens for my desktop, you know. So I only have one screen for my desktop, and that's it, which is my laptop. I wrote here, tell students I got a new laptop, which means I stay away from telling students I got my new laptop. I wrote here family only for new purchases, which means I tell my family only for new purchases. Start DJing, yes, which means I'm starting DJing, yes, I am. I wrote here Code Zero scripts about it all. I write Code Zero scripts about it all at the moment. I stay away from LibreOffice, I stay away from CalibreOffice, I stay away from Microsoft Word. Shop now, yes, which means I go shopping now, yes, which means I shop now in terms of whenever I need to shop, I do it now. Right here, closer to where I'm going, which means I only go where it's closer for me. First on list always, which means anything that's first on the list is always. I stay away from using OneDrive storage. I stay away from making music at TAFE or school. I stay away from offering peeps my laptop or people my laptop. I stay away from offering people my laptop. I wrote here using laptop while phone is dead. I stay away from using I stay away from using laptop while phone is dead. Especially with school and TAFE. I stay away from using laptop with poker. I stay away from making music at poker. I stay away from bringing school bag to TAFE. I wrote here delay TAFE when can't wait. Okay, when I can't wait for something in terms of to buy something, I delay TAFE so I can go buy something. I stay away from using laptop in a camper van. I wrote here laptop write during TAFE, yes, which means I laptop write while I'm at TAFE. I wrote here laptop Code Zero writing anywhere, yes, which means I do Code Zero writing anywhere around the world, anywhere I am. For example, with my laptop anywhere Code Zero only, which means I only do Code Zero writing only with my laptop anywhere around the world in terms of overall picture. I wrote here I do music production at home only, and I wrote here JBL speaker busking only, so I only use my JBL speaker for busking only. I stay away from laptop plane writing. I stay away from having Wi-Fi in the plane in terms of their Wi-Fi. I got my own Wi-Fi in terms of my own things I'm doing in the plane. I stay away from alcohol in the plane. I stay away from bringing laptop to cinema. And I wrote here, new case with new laptop, yes, which means every time I get a new laptop, I get a new case for it, or bag. I wrote here, new laptop TAFE only, which means I'm only carrying my new laptop to TAFE only, in terms of while I'm at TAFE, at the moment. Bringing school bag to TAFE, which means I stay away from bringing school bag to TAFE. Use new laptop only, which means I'm only using my new laptop only. I stay away from iPad, which means I don't buy iPads. I only get laptop in one only, which means a laptop that can do everything for me, I do that. For example, which means I only have a laptop that can do everything for me, which is a laptop in one. So I can do my music with it, I can do my writing with it, I can do my DJing with it. So together in one, those are the kinds of laptops I get for myself. I stay away from news and content on low volume, which means I never listen to content while it's on low volume. I listen to it on medium volume that I can hear, or high volume. I wrote here laptop writing mirrors, yes, which means I write with my laptop at Mirror's house, yes. Use new laptop every time only. Only use my new laptop every time only. I stay away from virus protection softwares, and I stay away from FL Studio Mobile. So that's everything for this program, guys. Those are some things I've been staying away from in my life, or doing in my life. So I have a timer in my life on my application in my phone, and I write in it based on what I've learnt and what I stay away from, what I do in my current life, and I put that in a program and I put it on YouTube, for example, so I don't have to speak about that stuff at seminars, for example, because it's on my YouTube account, and I just move forward with my life. And I hope that you've learned something about ideas, about what you can do to stay away from certain things in your own life, and what you can do to do certain things in your life by writing it down somewhere and making a program about it and posting it online to help people for more ideas and to have a good life for yourself.